mic check. Alright, hold
Refueling
on.
truck is on its way.
We got some things to work on here.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Hello? Hello?
Alright, let's see here.
Good afternoon. Hello? Hello?
I don't even know. Romania's 3-letter code. It's
Par ici, s'il
I
vous plaît.
have no idea. No idea. OTP on the phone.
Hello? Welcome on board.
Alright, so I want to welcome you to Air France 1889 service from Ota, what the, how do you pronounce this, man? It's Otapeni to Paris.
Hello?
What's up, my guy? Good morning. It is early. 9:45. Let me see if I got that camera to work. Kind of what I was troubleshooting over here.
Par ici, s'il vous plaît.
Camera. Look at God. Alright. So we already got passengers boarding. Let me
Carte d'embarquement,
switch
s'il
over the
vous plaît.
ground. A short phone interview?
Fuel truck is in position.
That's different.
23089, Cav OK, temperature 24, dew point 1, altimeter 1009, trend, no significant changes hectopascals, advise on initial contact, you have information Charlie, advise on initial contact,
Charlie?
you have information, Charlie.
So good you had to say it twice? Okay.
This is Bucharest Otapeni, 8 is information Charlie, at 1330 Zulu,
Hello?
UTC, expect ILS approach runway 26 left, departure runway 26 right, transition level, weather at 1330 Zulu, UTC, wind
Hello?
230 at 9. Cav OK, temperature 24, dew point 1, altimeter 1009, trend, no significant.
1009 altimeter, okay. Quick phone call before the design. Okay.
Hello?
See, they could just have you come in and do everything all at once. They'd be killing me with all these steps. It's like even when, you know, I was trying to get on with the city, it's like, alright, make me take the entrance exam. If I pass the entrance
Salut?
exam, just interview me. Make it that simple. If you don't like me, you don't like me.
Hello?
Super hassle, apparently. Let's see, 121.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the
855.
desired fuel quantity.
121855.
Hello?
So let's see. 121. 855.
Good afternoon.
We didn't get a PDC or anything like that. So we're gonna have to call for an ISR clearance. Let me get my paper and pen ready
Par ici,
here.
s'il vous plaît.
Hold the ground, right?
Bon après-midi.
Old Penny Ground, Air France, 1889.
Good afternoon.
Pressing IFR to Paris with Charlie.
Air France 1889. Hello, you are clear to your destination via Soccer 1, Mike departure from runway 26 to initiate climb to
Salut.
280 and squawk is 1000.
Puis-je voir votre
Didn't really
carte
get any of that. Can you repeat one more time? It's very hard to understand you.
Sorry, Air France 1889. You are clear to your destination via Soccer 1, Mike departure from runway 26 right. Initially climb to fly level 280
Hello.
and your squawk is 1000.
Alright, so clear the CDG is filed, 26 right. Flight level 280,
Hello?
squawk 1000. Air France 1889.
For only my confirmation, please confirm Soccer 1 Mike departure.
Copy that. Soka 1 Mike departure.
Hello.
France 1889, read that correct.
That was the one thing I didn't write down because I was looking at it right in front of me and I still forgot to say. But I guess I was hyper focused on trying to understand what he was saying. Accent
Bienvenue à bord.
really thick. Alright, so we're departing off of 26 right.
Bon
The
après-midi.
mic or the soakers for here. Vita 9 Juliet for 9 left. Do we want to land on 9 left? Actually, we can land on 9 left. Vita 9J.
Hello.
What's up, Raleigh? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. We're in Bucharest right now, getting ready to head back to Paris. Overhead looks good. We can disconnect the ground power.
Par ici, s'il vous plaît.
Alright, so he said flight level 280. Taking it straight up there.
Par ici, s'il vous plaît.
Alright. So today's flight details, we have 137 passengers today. We're climbing at 38,000. Well, we'll
Hello.
probably stay there for a little bit, but we do have some steps we need to take here. So, so why would you make me drop down to 240, then back up to 370? That makes no sense. Yeah, it's a bunch of ups and downs here, so this is what I'll do. I'm not gonna go down to 240. That makes no sense. But at toll rule, I can drop down to
Par
370,
ici, s'il vous plaît.
right? So toll rule.
Hello.
Toll rule.
This way, please.
37,000 at Tovu. And then we can go back to 38 at Raper.
Hello.
And that's all they're gonna get out of me for our steps today. We'll set up the initial approach when we're a little bit closer. We should be taking on 19,137 pounds of fuel.
Puis-je voir votre carte d'embarquement, s'il vous plaît?
We can actually jump over here. Our submarine fuel is all on one page. Perfect. So what is our taxi fuel?
Bon après-midi.
440. Let's say 0.5. We're looking at average wind component of -22.
Oui, comme en board.
TL.
Bienvenue à bord.
Okay. Then anything else I need to put in for right now? No, there wasn't. We done our fuel 19.1. Alright, we got all our fuel. Alright, when we get the weights in, we can finish up the other things there.
Bon après-midi.
Alright, so 26
Hello?
right, so we got a long taxi then. Okay. And then so for 1 mic departure.
Hello.
So let's climb straight out, and a right turn to Utoki. And the left to Soka, okay.
Bon après-midi.
Alright, it looks simple enough. Alright.
Bon après-midi.
1,070 miles, okay. Turn that electric pump off. My rear door would not open up, so I'm turn on electric pump to open up the rear cargo door. All the passengers? For all the passengers, okay, so send the weights to the CDU. How much time do we have before departure? Four minutes. Okay. Four minutes. Alright, let's knock out these last few things. How much is our route reserve here? 15-minute contingency is 1.2. I think that was the last thing we actually need to enter in. Alternate time. 1.8. Does that update? Minutes. All right. 26 right. All right. We can sync that and sync the weather. Boom, boom, boom. Calculate. All right. So we're looking at 152. This runway was really long. Okay. Yeah, 11,480. So I'm okay with the flaps one. Take off up 1.4 though. Okay, let's keep all of that in mind. Alright, jump down here. initial load sheet and accept the final load sheet. Jump in the overhead, seatbelt signs on, beacon on. Let's close that door. I'm guessing I gotta call for a push. Most of the places out here on the EU side of things, you do. But it looks like it's a big ass ramp, so I probably shouldn't have, but I'll call anyway. Air France 1889, ready to push and start.
Air France 1889, push and start up and go, reaching Northern Juliet QNH 1009.
Push and start approved, 1009 on the QNH Air France 1889. Alright, cool. Alright, they look like they're locked in. I forgot you do have to hit that thing twice for some reason. I never understand that.
Locking gear.
And that beacon is on. Yes, it is. I'll go ahead and turn the fuel pumps on now. We're going to push to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Hate that feeling. Alright, we're past the road. Starting number 1.
Set parking brakes.
Alright, brake set. Gory. Appreciate the lurk, buddy. How you doing today? Probably should set those parking brakes, huh?
Unlocking gear.
There we go. And that's a good start on 1. Starting number 2. And then I always forget I should. Let's see. Golly. This is not gonna work right for me. Yeah, you can go on somewhere with that, buddy.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Did I mess that up? Or did I get that right?
Left is clear. Right is clear.
I got that right. Cool. Let's give a shout out to my boy, Gory Details. He always drops in with us for alert to say hello. I appreciate it.
How did Coax kill me?
Start on 2.
What? What?
Oh, he shot you. Coax, you evil man.
How did that
I also
happen?
gotta give Dookie a shout
He can
out.
shoot you.
Alright, let's try this again. Shout out Dookie the Dukester. Okay. I got his going right too. Cool. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Alright, so we're pushed at this point. Engines 1 and 2 are started. We can hit that APU bleed off and APU off since the master ignition control is off. He did tell us to squawk 1000. Okay. Let's see here. Close that page. I feel so out of body right now. Even though I'm right here. Okay, so flight controls. Left and right looks good. Up and down. Free movement. Let's try the rudder. Oh, you can see that. Look, left rudder takes me to the gate right there, which I think it's supposed to. Let's see what right does. Right takes me all the way. Interesting. It's supposed to stop me like right there. Alright, trim down 1.4. Go, flaps 1. Let's request the wind now. So we have an idea 7.1. That should be more than enough. Alright, really didn't change. Alright. Auto brake max. Spoilers on. Taxi light. Taxi. Air France 1889, ready to taxi.
Air France 1889. Via Kilo Echo, correction, via Kilo Mike Sierra November Quebec taxi to 6 right.
Was that Kilo Mike Sierra November Quebec to 26 right?
Affirmative.
Alright. Big deal. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, since we have no clue where we're going, we'll need our handy dandy charts. Alright, so we're on Kilo now. That's going to be easy. To get to Mike, we need to make a left. Alright, let's go. What is that takeoff weight? 140. We were estimating about 140, 139, 726. Okay, so that's cool. I wouldn't even trip about that. So Mike is here to the left. This thing acts like it doesn't want to go. Gotta leave some power in there. All I'm looking for is about 10 knots or so. Alright, so is there anything else that I'm forgetting? And I'm looking at this. Did my camera freeze? It did. What? I was looking, I'm like, wait a second. The camera light's not on. Alright, well. Welcome back, camera. Alright, so Kilo Mike Sierra November, which is what we're on now. And Quebec is the right. I remember that from when we landed here. This first right? Yes, it is. And it's a long taxi down Quebec. Cool beans. Got a little stroll on. I'll kick some tunes on here. I don't know what song to put on. Alright, I don't think there's a tower or anything. Let me check the radar just to be safe. No, it's just ground. Alright, cool. So, after we get to the runway, we'll be able to switch over to Unicom, which is already there. Unless center's on and I didn't even notice it. Why this thing is so laggy. Part of me wants to do a can you get that out right? A Windows repair installation, because I don't think something is right. For as much power as I have into this system, some of the stupidest things causes it to lag. Like pulling up VATSIM radar, it struggles with that website, and I'm like, how? Or better yet, why? What's causing you to struggle with VATSIM radar? Alright, so we should be able to coast on idle thrust. At this point, I think we had a 6-knot wind, if I remember correctly. Two further at 10, okay. The world's longest taxi. I could actually use this time wisely and update my YouTube thumbnail. So it can take you 15 years to open up YouTube. Anytime today. I can see the taxiway lines from here. Yep, I know. You're just slow. I know for sure we're not doing 16 knots no more. We're down to like 10. 8. Alright, I'm done multitasking anyway. We can kick the speed back up a little bit there.
Air France 1889, correction, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, ciao.
Over on the Unicom, Air France 1889. Good day.
Au revoir.
Alright, Unicam. Yes, sir. What's going on, my guy? We're taking our happy asses from Bucharest to Paris today. Because of MJ? I was gonna say the only reason I know about Bucharest is what's his name again? The two brothers. Bucharest, bruh. It's Bucharest? So I can't say Bucharest? That's crazy work. Damn, what are their names? The brothers. They were in Romania. can't think of their names right now. Otepeni traffic, Air France 1889 departing from Otepeni 26 right, departure to the west. Otepeni. Can't even remember if I even switched frequencies. I did. You know, I probably should have checked the radar. No, you good, bro. Look, this is out of my realm of knowledge. I'm gonna pronounce it like a freaking American, and that's the best that they're gonna get out of me, unless somebody like you tells me otherwise. Guess no call. They didn't call. They say they will? Or they were saying possibly. Okay, well. It's kind of odd. Alright, let's rock and roll, y'all. Take off, man. Flex, SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. What's crazy is you're from the south and y'all mispronounce a lot of things down here. We get past 100 knots. Alright, there's V1. Rotate. A lot of back pressure. Positive rate, gear up, a whole 15 degrees. That's what I'm saying. Down south is known to butcher the English language. It's squirrely up here, okay. Just stable now, right? Set our speed to 220. See if the flaps will auto retract. It's crazy that it will not accelerate to the degree it's just climbing. Alright, I'm gonna hold the nose down. There's transition altitude. There we go. I just didn't want it to speed up too much like it looks like it's wanting to do now. Oh yeah, look at that. Flaps auto retracted, the flaps are just down. Let's continue our climb. Alright, autopilot on. Let's go back to manage mode speed. And we actually could just do flaps 1. Or flaps up, sorry. Alright, what was that thing hollering hooting about? Yeah, 3 days. I mean, granted, they were separated days. I don't think I got the multi-day streams back to back anymore. So that gives you guys a break as well. And this turn looks gnarly, so I'm just gonna go direct to Sokru. just so we don't have to do no craziness like that. Alright, so our after takeoff checklist, disarm the spoilers, taxi light off. Alright, we're ready to transition altitude, so all we have left is our landing lights. Alright, coming through 9,500 for the sake of the pilot's life. Landing lights off. Coming through 10, seatbelt sign off. Alright, so throttle climb, altitude, navigation. We're good. So let me double check on who's controlling what. We have a Turkish plane. Oh, he's at 34. Okay, he's not a factor. So he's right in front of us, but he's way high. Alright, there ain't nobody to talk to for a while. Jesus. Alright, we might as well get comfortable. When somebody pops on, it'd be a great time to grab something to eat. So we said that first step was at Tavru is way far out. So I'm not even worried about that now. This should be good. We're actually catching up to that Turkish. We're at 19 now. How slow is he going on? Yeah, because once you pass into certain airspaces, they want you to go from even to odd. You know, over here, it's kind of simple. You head in one direction, you should be odd. You head in the opposite, even. But over here in the EU, it's not that simple. So let me show you real quick. This is the flight plan. So you can see, oh, you know what? It's not even showing. I hit the wrong one. So like at 1 fix, they want me to initially climb 380, but then they wanted me to come down to 240. You should. You absolutely should. Some pretty nice places out here. Interesting approaches. Like Innsbruck for one, or Gibraltar. Those are two pretty cool ones. Get your feet wet in the EU. Their transition altitude isn't always at 18,000. It's usually at like 5 or 9 or something like that. It's really low. It's different flying for sure. I enjoy it. Like I'll take some time and do US flying, then I'll come out here and do some EU flying, and I'll just jump back and forth. I'll probably go back to Delta here in the next few weeks. But I really came out here to do some A330 flying, but Flight Simulator 2024 likes to have WASM crashes, so I don't know. I do not know. Alright, so that Turkish traffic is, we're catching up to them pretty fast. Let's see, alright, no, I'm made a turn to the left. He's still heading in his direction, so he's non-factor. Non-factor. Headwind we were expecting. All into the wind until we get the bar right here, and then it's gonna be smacking us from the north. Crazy how the wind over here just looks like it goes into a circle. That's wild. It's not very strong winds, but still it's just like everywhere else is kind of just going in a direction, and here it's just swirling. This is high level, so let's get lower and see what they're low. They're still kind of doing the same thing in lower level too. This 240. It's lower level. This one right here. Just northeast of Italy. I'm curious. I'm gonna go take a look. Yep. I'm like, it looked a little dicey over here. And there it is. Exactly what we were looking for. That looks like it'll be fun. Boston down to DCA. Are you going to get back into a pilot's life? Yes, sir. You were a Spirit, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm at 280. That's where they cleared me. I need to get it to 380. I didn't even realize. Oops. Let's continue on with the climb. I mean, you really don't really forget. It's like second nature after a while. Man. Tell you what, I wish we had an 18. Like Phoenix, I wish they just created an 18 and gave it to the public for free. Or even if they didn't charge like a little bit for it, I guess I would pay for it. Song. Alright, let me take active sky off the screen. That would actually be helpful. Let's see if this sounds right. Not bad at all. He said Boston to DCA. Okay, that's pretty solid. Let me see. Is Boston to DCA on there now? Boston ground is. Just watch for them helicopters. What's up, GS, the professor who got peanuts on the flight? Was good. I was just talking about grabbing something, man. I don't even know. I'm not really a big breakfast person. I was thinking about throwing something together real quick. This flight is from Bucharest to Paris, so it's a pretty long one. And I ain't ate nothing this morning, so I'm like, it's a perfect opportunity. I'd be hungry, man. As soon as it get close to like 11 o'clock, I'd be like, man, I should have ate something. Exactly what I'm feeling right now. Like, I should have ate something. How was your streams going? I seen you had a couple streams going. I think you had one this morning and last night. I was gonna ask if you decided to keep it, but it sounds like you did. Yeah, Star Wars is crazy. It took me a second to get used to it. It took me a second to get used to it. I just don't know why they decided to go like so deep into it this time. Like, I think the idea of the planes and stuff was cool, but they could have did better with those, because those kind of really do suck. And they're overpowered. That's probably why they suck, because they're overpowered. The weapons definitely should have gave people options, because a lot of people are just staying away from it. Like, everything shouldn't be a laser. Outside of that, man, I guess it's still good old Fortnite, right? How long have you been playing that? Because I started chapter 3, season 4. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's chapter 3, season 4. I think that's the summer season 5 or whatever it's called. No, actually I started chapter 3, season 3. Paradise came out right after, so like right before my birthday. And my friend gifted me Goku. I remember that. So we're at 380. How many flights I do? It just depends, man. If they're really short ones, like an hour, I might do 2. If they're long ones, like this one, then 1. But this stuff is all real time, so I couldn't be pinned to no screen for 3-4 hours at a time, constantly a day. This flight is blocked out for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, that's enough for me. I mean, the most interesting parts of it is the takeoffs and the landings. You know what I mean? This part in between here, there's not a lot going on. It's just sitting here idling. It's almost like you need to play another game while this game is going to keep it somewhat interesting, if that makes sense. Set up different than 320. Just leave it back here and chill, I guess. But how much fun is that? Back. flights, I'd rather be in a bigger airplane, not this small one. I guess I really don't have control over that. That works. Perfect. Bus driver trainee is crazy. Father's Day gift, I hear that, man. Shoot, I need to feed my dogs and myself. I just don't know what to get, bro. I be sitting here trying to balance it all, bro, and it's like, it can be hard sometimes. get so indulged in doing all your other stuff, you forget to do all the other things. My kids don't come home till 3. So at least I ain't gotta worry about that till then, but then it gets chaotic. Oh yeah, that is absolute. I miss those. My kid hate chicken nuggets now. Them was the golden days. I'm like, I already know. She loved noodles still though. Tear them things up. Would not touch a chicken nugget unless it was from like McDonald's or something. Chipotle and stuff. So like, where do you get this? It's crazy. I probably should start playing some other games too. There's I know Street Fighters either. I don't know, you in Dragon Ball at all or anything like that? Okay. There's a fighting game for that I do play. I just haven't been on it in a minute. I don't know, my game selection is kind of different compared to a lot of people. I don't play a lot of the same games that people normally play. Like GTA is not fun to me unless my friends are on it. If they ain't playing, then I'm probably not going to get on it. I have GTA 5. Slayer had a decent game back when it was popular. Nobody really plays that. The tower defense game I play with my friend every once in a while. He's the only one that plays that, so I do have the American Truck Simulator. That one of my old friends bought me, but I never even turned it on, even try to get into it. I don't have any steering wheels or pedals or anything like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I really don't like driving in real life. I just don't know if driving in a game would be fun to me. Twisted Metal, I haven't heard that one in a minute. Yeah, the William Flex is still there, buddy. I remember those Need for Speed games from back in the day. Need for Speed, like Most Wanted. Or what was the other one? Midnight Club. Is it Midnight Club? Yeah, Midnight Club. That was another one where the cops would be on your ass. Those were fun. What's up, pilot? How you doing? We was in your neck of the woods, I think. Aren't you over by like Romania? Or am I tripping? That seems wild right now. No, pilot, you're not over by Romania. Ain't you up there by... Who gave me the... Shoot, Air France Ops gave me the idea. They said, this is your schedule, and you need to follow it. So 1889 from Bucharest to Paris, and the A319 is scheduled. So the next leg is to Lisbon. I'll probably do tomorrow or the day after. Oh yeah, these are all 2-hour flights. We got Lisbon, return. Naples, return. Madrid, return. And those are all some solid destinations. I flew with all of them. Are you gonna be doing any flying? Javon, are you doing this on VATSIM? I'm surprised you don't fly for a virtual airline. That way you can keep you kind of streamlined on what you want to do. Probably. I think you should. Are you still on Xbox? I think a lot of them, if you could find one that they make you manually enter your numbers. Oh, in 2024, that shit is garbage, but go for it, man. It's better than nothing. I'm not even gonna knock you for that. It's absolutely better than nothing, but man, we gotta get you on a PC. Yeah. That stuff is garbage. I remember they were talking about the XP system for that is all broken and all kinds of stuff. Because I think with that one though, you'll be creating like your own airline as opposed to flying for someone else's or something like that. I don't know what they're doing with that career mode, but they should have been a lot smarter with it prior. Pilot, you need to start a GoFundMe so you can get a PC. ABC required. I'm gonna go grab some grenades, y'all. Give me like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll put auto on. 1 hour, is that what it says? An hour and a half? If it says that, then I guess it's generous. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check my A cards. Sometimes you gotta pay your credit. Pay mine too, please. I got 2 hours and 10 minutes, pilot. That's from gate to gate, so yeah, I've only been airborne for an hour now, so. Javon should take off and land about the same time. Take me to do everything, if not a little bit sooner. If any of you guys want to get on Discord too, we can get in Discord and talk as opposed to sending messages on here. We have rehearsal at 1 and it's 11. Ooh. Or is it 10 for you? Yeah, time crunch is great. It's 10 a.m. okay, so you are an hour behind here, so you gotta get to it right now. Let's see. Boston to DCA. I'm guessing you're doing American, right? And that's blocked out for an hour and 40 minutes. Delta? Hour and 50 minutes for Delta, so probably do it a lot sooner, but then with your ground stuff, you know, you gotta add in another 10, 20 minutes. Unless you just do instant load. Then you still need another 5 to 10 because of stuff that you gotta put in. And if you're on VATSIM, yeah, you crunching it, bro. Alright, I'm gonna grab some meat, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the autopilot on. He said definitely in the air. Alright, Delta 1222, you are not cleared to taxi. Watch me. Be right back. Matter of fact, y'all can still type in chat. I'll be on chat on my phone. I just gotta go upstairs and go something to get to eat. I'll be right back. Let's shoot me a message. bed. I'm in the process of eating. Life is great. Alright, where we're at? We're just reaching the halfway point. Let me check radar really quick. Nobody's opened up a center in front of us yet. A bunch of towers, no centers. Okay. Guess we're just cruising along. See if I can give him a call. Pirates flying. Should be able to pull out a trade. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. So we got 10,800. Makes me believe we're less than 2 hours. We're doing 5,000 an hour. You're hearing takeoff face though? Okay. I was about to call you on Discord. I was like, let's see if he made it off the ground. Can we get much higher? The sandwich. The sandwich. Oh, that should hit today. Friday, which is weird. What song is it? Banger. Oh shit. Paranoia. those are actually awesome. Every single.
Jungle Beats, holla at me. I don't like them to go
How far are we now? 480? 487. And what's our ground speed? 413. We got like an hour and a half. Maybe my educated guess. TOD's right there, but where? Hold on. Tall rule down here. I was about to say, I don't remember. Anybody's painted there in Jamaica on the 727. It's been out for a while, so nobody's really. Nobody's really took to it, I guess. But no, I don't see it in Jamaica. I don't know. JetBlue's Dunkin' Donuts A320. As oddly bright as it is, I think I like it. I think I like it. JetBlue's another one I wouldn't mind go flying for again. I liked their routes, although they did seem long at times, like JFK to Sangster International. But I could appreciate that. See what he says here. Oh, that was 228. Sidetracked that quick. I was over here trying to figure out this if I do go back to the States though, I'll probably fly for JetBlue. Grab some drink while I was eating. Yeah, let me do that. I'll be right back. said he was going to be on that sim, right? Let's see. House real big, big cars real big, big belly real big, everything real big. Alright, let's see if we can find him. Boston's a little spicy. I don't see a Delta on that sim. Hold on. Even if he got in the air as fast as he claimed to, he should be. Questioning him. There's no way he should be down this far. A bunch of JetBlues. Seen all I need to see. Either he's flying offline or he ain't flying at all. Alright, we are growing kind of close. Let's figure out what transition that we will use since we have the Beatus 9 Juliet arrival. The last fix for that is VBEC, right? Alright, so where's the field? We're gonna be just north of the field in the east. Approach into. First of all, before we even, let's update the weather. Alright, so the 8 to 9 is still in use. The initial approach in the 9 left. 9er lefter. Makes me wonder. Kippa. Maybe we should just do Lorne. Didn't we do 9 Juliet? The arrival? Yeah, we did the 9 Juliet. But I'm thinking we probably should have did the 9 Whiskey. Oh, let's look. Kipper looks like first and foremost. Oh, Kipper's from the south, so that's not gonna work. So I'm guessing this is the fix Lorne. Lorne's the answer. And then we go fix it. Let's see. Do they give us a Lorne? 7 Echo. that? Let that figured out. Yeah, I can take this down now. Alright, so we have our rival laid out completely. Should have an extra 5.9, which would be more than enough. Top of descent. 200 miles out. Okay. We still have a ways to go. In total, we have 383, so less than an hour. That is exciting. There's a new version of FSUI PC that I don't have. Probably should download that and have it on deck. So that's done. Is there anything going on in the Paris, France region? A bunch of towers open still, but where you going? That what they ask? Kinda, sorta. I'm going back to Paris. We left from let me not mispronounce this. Bucharest. Bucharest. Peace, I got you. That be it, man. How are you doing? Do I though? I just go where they tell me. O'clock. Okay. Decide to get on VATSIM yet? I'm up here checking this radar like a hawk. 11. Driving in a folly truck? What's a folly truck? Folly. Bake? Oh, okay. Are you playing ETS or ATS? What's up, Snake? How you doing? Everybody, we in here. Let me give a shout out to Real Lord Blackheart. He did make his name a lot easier nowadays. ATS. What you got in mind? And what airplane too? That's the other thing. Where and what? F-22? Hey, you're gonna get there really fast. I remember flying the F-22 out of LaGuardia once. That was interesting. They basically let me do whatever I wanted. I loved it. Oh yeah. LaGuardia. Well, at least back in the day, it used to be a dump. They used to call it La Garbage. But they have been doing some massive updates, so I'm guessing it's getting better. Delta Terminal is definitely a lot better than what it used to be. Do you fly on Vaseline, Snake? LaGuardia was too big? LaGuardia is so small. Oh my gosh. LaGuardia is small. So you would hate to be at like JFK or Denver or Atlanta. LaGuardia is so small. It's such a small airport. It's not the smallest, but it's a small airport in comparison. Like Chicago? Let me show you. Hold on. How did we do this again? I would have to reset everything. I would. Let's do K. So you've been to JFK, good. I'm glad I didn't pull that one up. But I'm gonna show you Chicago. Just from the, how do you move this thing? Keyboard. Whose idea was this? Just have the keyboard in the way. Where's this? The airport. I just want the airport chart. I got all this extra stuff going on here. Oh, here it is. Look how massive. How do you get the keyboard out the way? Like, there's no way to get the keyboard out the way. Let's try something. How did it make up its own alternate? That's another thing. What is going on here? You live in Louisville. Is that SDF? SDF. That is Louisville, right? Oh, it resynced. Oh yeah, this thing is fried. It's absolutely fried. And the values here, can I? There we go. There we go. Line left. We said we're gonna do morning, or it's already started. How do you get out of the truck into the plane? What? I don't understand what you're asking for sure. Yeah, I think Louisville is SDF. You know what? And you can check. I could have just checked it this way. It would have been a lot simpler. Yep, Louisville is SDF. I've never been to Louisville. In the game or in real life. I mean, you got a lot of runways there. It isn't UPS based out of there? Like you have a big UPS hub there, SDF, right? Or am I thinking somewhere else? Okay. Yeah, I've never been to SDF. Ever. I think the closest to SDF I've ever been to Lexington. I've never been to CVG. This is hilarious. Well, we're not too far from each other because I'm just up here in Ohio, but I've been to MGY, I've been to MWO, I've been to Lunkin, and you know what? I've been to Huntington. Well, too far west. Where's the river? This is the river, right? Yeah, because there's Lunkin, okay. Huntington, yeah, I've been to HTS. But HTS might be... HTS or Lunkin might be the closest I've ever been to SDF. I've never been there. This isn't real life I'm talking about. Yeah, it's gonna be HTS. I know I've been to Huntington before. Parkersburg before too. One of these days, plan your trip around going around like Denver or Chicago O'Hare. You'll lose your marbles for sure. I don't even understand why. I mean, I guess I understand why. I don't know why they would make airports that big. E2. Ice batting air. AAFs. Good stuff right there.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 5 Lima Charlie, taxi to runway 07 center by November 8, November 7, Lima and Lima 20. Frankfurt traffic.
Frankfurt. Frankfurt. Somebody's talking, but they're really faint. Really faint.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 07 Papa, final approach 07 right Frankfurt.
How far from Frankfurt are we? Oh yeah, we're right there. The F-15 Eagle. Definitely one of my top 5 jets. Who makes that one? DMX, my dog's bite. PC design. I have their Concorde. That's just about it from them. Do you know if anybody makes a good A6 intruder? It's another one that I like, but I have not been able to get my hands on. Still 5.1 or 6,000 pounds. Alright, we'll be starting our descent in about 77 miles. It's been a wild ride. So, this is where the discrepancy was. Our arrival, Vetus 9J, is supposed to take us this way and down to VBEC. What I'm gonna just tell it to do instead is do Vetus. Wait, is that even the Vetus anymore? The Vetus 9 Whiskey, sorry. Whiskey. lost that squiggly line right there. What server? Are you talking about for the game or for like Discord? I'm on NA East. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How are you today? I'm pretty good. We're preparing to start our descent into Paris from Bucharest.
Frankfurt traffic, it's over 3 Yankee on final runaway 07 white.
One more time. A low-key banger, man. One more time. Called Circo Loco. Appreciate the follow, Dopey Gamer. Let me know now, what's your favorite airplane? One more time. Ooh, we actually have traffic off to our right, 1,000 feet below us. He's about 20 miles out though. Let me check the radar and see. Oh, it's 738 going the opposite direction. Not a factor. I believe everything is pretty much straightforward and ready to go. I don't see any bad weather ahead of us. Wind 01013. You can actually I'll hold off just in case we have a weather change.
Luxembourg traffic, Lufthansa 418, flight level 140, climbing flight level 340. Luxembourg traffic.
Seems pretty high to be making a radio call, but turn this back down. Lufthansa traffic right in front of us at 12,000 feet though. I wonder if we put the TCAS on below, if we'll be able to see him. Nope, too far. Too far. Alright. I think we're pretty good. We have enough fuel for several approaches. Our alternate, which is... Oh, I know this one. LFOK. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Well, it's Lima Fox Oscar Kilo. What is that? Battery? Yeah, I don't know that one at all. That's our alternate. I think we'll be fine though. I just wait till we get a little bit closer and then get an update on the weather, and then we can move from there. Should be coming up on Idosa, right? We're coming up on Deke. Right, so at the very base of our descent here, it should be in that window. So let me actually go to the initial approach. Max, just right, so it's a window. So I'm guessing I'll go down to 5,000. What's up? Exclamation point. You're missing something. Alright, we're down in 5 miles. I actually started now to be safe. None of your messages came through, or what were you typing? Am I on the public servers? I'm on VATSIM. I am on VATSIM. Are you on Xbox or PC? Xbox? Oh, okay. You can add me as a friend on Xbox. My name is the same on Xbox, so Pro Pilot 23K. Yes, sir. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have just started our descent into Paris, and we expect to be down in the next, I want to say the next 25 minutes. The weather in Paris is partly cloudy with a temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. It's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 60, 61, something like that. We want to remind you that you are, how would I say it, value customers, and thank you for flying Air France. How did that sound? Sound legit? Or did I miss something? Okay. It should pop up. You sure you spelled it right? Yeah, all France. Hold on, let's check to see if his yeah, I don't have a notification. I don't think you added me. Yeah, I have no notification. Usually it'll tell me across the screen like so and so added you. I do. I think that's a fighter pilot. So since we started our descent, our step down at Tobu is null and void. We can just continue on. It's crazy. Let me check the radar one more time too to make sure we don't have a pop-up tower or anything. No, we're looking good. We're looking good. Let's jump back over to the actual arrival. Alright, so Vetus is right ahead of us here. Should be there in about 15 miles. Alright, there we go, showing up on the chart now. I'll tell you what, the arrivals into Paris, to me, are the longest ones I've ever experienced in my life. Like, you'll spend at least 20 minutes just on the arrival. Like, what the hell? You got an initial approach, you got the arrival, then the initial approach, then the approach. Get better. What's up, pro? Long time no see. I went to send you a message on IG and it said you wasn't even on that thing no more. How do you pull this up again? Alright, get better. I just saw it. You got off here. I see. I absolutely see. So my GPU right now is running at 100%. Interesting. This game bar menu thing is absolutely great. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna have to start using this. This is crazy. Oh, is this Ice Spice? I knew it. Hold up. Run that back from the top. Hold on. You've been busy? Busy doing what, if you don't mind me asking? Not saying that you haven't been busy, but... Oh yeah, it's that Popa. I don't like many Ice Spice songs, but this beat go hard. College, okay. How was your semester? You need to add some drag. What happened to the Xbox game bar? I guess I could pull it up by doing that. Good. How much longer you got left in? Like, how am I maxing out my... You finished last week, but now you gotta work. Still doing the same type of work? Oh, we don't need a speed break no more. Tripping. Alright, destination data. Let's go ahead and hit that update on the weather. Bet. I thought you was gonna come back and be like, yeah, I'm married now. 15, 12, 16, 18, 0, 1, 0 at 12. You know what? I could just do it. Oh, I can't do it this way anymore. It won't let me, okay. All the wrong buttons. Every single one I've hit right there is wrong. 0, 1, 0 at 12. Alright, temperature. Oh yeah. Coming. Okay. Over the place. So we got 18 degrees. And they say the altimeter was again. Oh wait, no. I'm tripping. 15 degrees. 360 at 14. I done been across the world, I done all sorts of girls. I done made them toss and twirl. Hold on, there's one more thing I'm looking for, and that is 1020. And I already know the station height is maybe 200. Alright, Paris is only like 70 miles away. No controllers over here. How much time do we have to park? 27 minutes? Probably gonna burn all of that on just the rest of this approach. Shaving the beard and leaving the mustache? Nah. I have never thought about that. You know how long it took me to grow my beard? My beard wasn't even full till I was like 27. Craziness. No, I'm lying. Not even. Was it 27? It was like 27 to 32. It took forever for my beard to just grow in full. Don't think I'll ever cut it off, bro. That was the most long and painful process. I'm like, why won't it grow in all the way? And even now, it doesn't grow as full as most people's. So it's a hard no for me. I doubt it. I'm old, man. Old. I've lived, according to society, I've lived half my life already. Average male in the U.S. lives to 77 and a half. So this is I'm 39. Oh, this thing ain't descending. Oh, it's because it's going too fast. Let's help it out. There we go. Turn that down. Alright. Once we get on the left downwind, I'll make my first call. Oh yeah, we're in the European area. They all run off of Unicom and not CTAB. See, we're over here now, doing it 50 knots, 13,000 or lower. Yep. Whoa. Okay, cool. And then Barney, you need to be between 7,000 and 13,000. So it's pretty easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so once we get down, we need to figure out where we're going to park to, I know I want to go to the K gates, or not that K gates, the F gates, maybe like a Fox 30, or something like that might work. Let's take a look, you want to get your ears pierced. Both of them or one of them? Let's open up the browser. Let's see. How is one? You know, back in the day, guys only had one earring pierced because if you had two, you were considered gay. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, that's for CDG. One is SE. One was a standard. What are you talking about? Y'all kids nowadays are fried. I'm thinking I mean, you could have did whatever you wanted at any given point in time, but I'm just saying that's what society had it as. You know, back then, men and women were always different. Like, everything we did was unique to who we were. So a guy would never wear pink, a guy never would wear purple. We wouldn't have multiple earrings like that and stuff. So if you looked at us, you could tell, okay, that's a guy. Nowadays, you know, they just do whatever. But to say one earring is zesty is crazy. I mean, I don't think it's a sad thing. There's a standard for everything. Alright, I'm thinking I'm gonna do F46 this time. Everybody, you gotta set the standard somewhere, draw the line somewhere. If you don't draw the line, then guess what? It's just gonna be a bunch of chaos. So, like, so perfect example. How did we know what made men different from women? Right? Somebody had to draw the line and say, okay, this specific criteria. Let me get this browser out the way. Yeah, this specific criteria is what separates this from this. So there's always going to have to be a line drawn somewhere. I don't think it's a sad thing. I mean, without a line, you would never know what the difference between one thing and something else is. Like, how would you be able to tell what light green versus emerald is, or whatever, lime green versus emerald? You know, that argument could be made. I mean, there's something somewhere where you have to say, okay, this is lime green, this is emerald. Or if you say, like, when does maroon officially go from being a purple red mixture to a red? You gotta draw the line somewhere. Fine art school. Everything is up for grabs. What do you mean everything is up for grabs? Alright, almost time to make that call. That good downward call. Left downwind call. Call we love to make. The call that means we're in the pattern and ready to lock and load. Ear piercing hurts? Not really. Not really. It's quick. Pain comes and goes, like, then you have the throbbing for a little bit, but it's not like, the pain. No. Some people are addicted to that type of pain too. No. And that's what is that what he said to her? Crazy boy. Bro came back on one. Alright, how much time do we have to park? 18 minutes. Can we be at the gate in 18 minutes? You the one that said it. But nah, once you get it pierced, you gotta leave it in, I think, for, what's it, 30 days? They give you like a trainer earring that they pierce it with, and it stays in. You don't take it out for, I want to say a month. Let's just go with a month. And it heals with that earring in there. And then once it's healed, you can take them out and put them back in as you please. But if you, in a lot of cases, if you leave the earring or a earring out of your ear for too long, the hole will close back up to a point and you might have to force through it a little bit. Definitely had that happen. But every once in a while I do just put something in. I had one in yesterday. Don't wear them on a regular, but Oh my gosh, what was that? Holy. I mean, as long as they don't break you out, you're fine. I don't see any problem with it. That wind change just caused that? Holy. It's getting turned green, right? So you gotta make sure that you ain't allergic to fake metals and stuff like that. Alright. We're looking super good right now. We're about to hit this right turn here. We're in the clouds right now, but we do have everything but the approach briefed. On his downwind leg, we can brief the approach, and let me check the radar really quick. High. Is there anybody else on final? I don't see anybody on final, so this should be easy for me. We went on the 5,000, right? So let's brief the approach really quick. Alright, so we got the ILS or localizer runway 9, nor left. Okay, the frequency is 109.35, course is 084. They want us to intercept the glide slope at 4,000, which is 11.4 from P&E. Decision height is 200, airport elevation is 392, and the runway elevation is 397. It's about close to 20 feet. It is a 3-degree glide path. We will have rail and PAPI lights and high L2 lights as well. A bunch of different approach lights there. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 4,000. Papa Golf 671, continue to Papa Golf 672 at max 4,000 and as directed. So basically straight out, left turn. Yeah, I'm on the left downwind, which I should make my call. De Gaulle traffic, Air France 1889 is on a left downwind for runway 9er left to go. Alright. I'm glad you said something because I completely forgot about the radio call. I didn't know you were flying. It's a low-key banger too. All the bangers is coming on. Hold on. He said, well, surprised. How far out are you? Should probably be going a lot slower than this right now. But it's all good. He said F46 is where we're gonna park. Scanned? What's that mean? This thing is still tripping. Lord help us all. I just had to restart it. Alright, there we go. it's fried. It's not gonna let me do anything till I'm on the ground. Right now it's looking like it's not gonna let me do anything, period. Alright. Just about a beam. We can go direct IG9 left while descending to 4,000. The Gaulle traffic, Air France 1889 is on the left base for runway 90 left. Any other traffic, please advise. De Gaulle. I don't see anybody. I don't hear anybody. Alright, pilot, you're 160 miles an hour. Alright, so you're way farther than me. Boy said he want to get tatted. I want to be one of them YNs. That's a hella permanent decision. Should slow down the green dot speed right here. We're going to 4,000, right? What else that misapproach altitude was 4,000. Alright, so we already got that dialed in. I'll make my call on final. Make the turn. Everything looks good. We got our lights on, seatbelt signs on. Let them know it's about that time. You can see Paris in front of us, I believe. Where's Orly? Yeah, it's out there in front of us. It's a banger. Alright, we're turning final. The Gaulle traffic, Air France 1889 is on final. Roughly 15 miles, 9 left to go. Alright, localizer is active. Glide slope is active, but it's hanging there. Alright, there we go. We're moving now. I'm gonna put her in approach mode. And flaps 1. Alright, we have the field in sight. 12.5 miles out. Alright, we already made our radio call. I'll make one more, maybe about 5 miles. About 1.5 miles, I'll do flaps 2 gear down as well. Make sure our overhead looks solid. I'm just gonna hit the taxi lights now because we're about to have to put them on. Alright, flaps 2, gear down. Approach the ILS 9 left. This bad boy right here. Alright, flaps 3. It's alright. Flaps full. Yeah, you can see Paris going out of this side. Here's the Eiffel Tower. We'll use medium auto brake. I also want to... Bro, rainy as fuck. I'm tired of this rain. It's like rain every day, if not every other day. Over it. I need to pull up a chart.
2,000.
It's 2,000 feet. Alright. This runway is kind of short. Only 8,800. It's long enough, but to go traffic. Air France 1889 is on the 5-mile final for runway 90 left to go. Alright, that's my last radio call about this damn landing. And good, we'll get off here. I'm gonna say Zulu 6 or Zulu 7. And we shouldn't have too much of a taxi to get over here. So it's like right there basically. Oh, we getting rocked. They definitely did. Alright, so the ILS keeps me kind of high on this approach. I've learned over the past few times flying in here. So I'm gonna go visual from here and try to put it down on the main touchdown markers.
1,000.
I hate landing, you know what, and I'm gonna switch the auto brake to low. I hate landing high and then having to figure out that flare. It is windy. A little low. Coming off of that left side.
500.
Alright, that's 2 white, 2 red.
4. 100 above.
Got a little left rudder in here, but
Light slope. Minimum.
alright, we're landing.
Light slope. Light slope.
I'm gonna add a little bit more left rudder
Light
there.
slope. Light slope. 40. 30. 20. Restart.
Dip the left wing a little.
Drive.
Oh, damn, that was a little hard, wasn't it? Oh. Alright, we're down though. Alright, reverse green, decel, auto brake. There's 89. Yeah, that was a rocky one, wasn't it? What, crosswind landing? You don't know how to crosswind land? I don't think so. I don't think my homeboys... That's true. That is true. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't think my homeboy, I haven't heard anything recently. I know he's been trying to get his job situation together, so I'm gonna say no. The goal traffic, Air France 1889 is clear, runway 9er left and crossing 9er right, going to the Foxtrot. gates to go. Alright, everything's retracted and off. Oh, we look good. Let's go. Alright, which way should we take in? We actually made it off here. We can take Bravo. Yeah, crosswind's all about technique, man. And the good thing about airliners I like is you could crab into the wind, and if you have to hold it, you can hold it there without correcting. But like in a Cessna, you have to correct the last minute. So what I did right there was I didn't correct at all. I just kind of held it. And I love being able to do that. I know I always get yelled at for not... I land my 172s like an airliner. I'll crab into the wind and then kind of hold it and then try to correct it the last minute. But the technique they want you to use for a 172 is completely different than that. Like, you can crab into the wind, but they want you to also dip the wing. And I'm like, I don't like doing that. I just don't. I'd rather hold it than fix it. But that's just me. Alright, since we're on the ground, we can hit that APU. Thank you, I appreciate it. How much time do we have to get to this gate? It says 1 minute. Yeah, we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late by like 5 minutes, but he's on a clear day. And it's kind of easy to do in the Airbus, man. Like, you literally just hold it there, and then at 20 feet, you kill the power. And just hold the nose up. Don't try to push it down. Just hold it off. It'll come down on its own. Last time I ate chips yesterday, I had some Cheeto Puffs and some barbecue Lays. Alright, we said F46, right? They're in the F46 there, so what's the next closest thing? F34 is fine. Am I gonna eat some today? Probably not. Alright, right. This taxi is longer than I thought it would be. It's probably gonna be more than 5 minutes. You eat chips on the daily? Do you drink water? Like a lot of water? You gotta be able to offset that oil consumption. Okay. You probably be alright then. Oil, between the oil and the sodium, you definitely need to be drinking a lot of water. How far out are you now, pilot? Somebody just took off. And didn't make one NAN radio call. You cracking me up. 40? Okay. We should be parked and all that good stuff. I'll give you a raid and then we can watch your landing. Alright, so our after landing checks are complete. Yeah, everything looks pretty dang good. Let's just center out our rudder trim. That's one thing I always forget to do. Done. What's done? That was a long flight. What does dung mean? Shit. You ever heard of a dung beetle? They literally, I think it's elephant shit too. They literally find elephant shit and roll it up. Roll it up. I don't know if they eat it. They have to eat it, right? Or do they like dung beetle? What's fuel look like? Oh, we have 5.5. Yeah. Show me this spot. Okay, good. It's right there. Bet. Say less. Slightly right of center line. So give it a little push. I mean, we're almost there. I said we were going to be 5 minutes late. Yeah, we're at 4 minutes and 10 seconds now. I guarantee if we would have had a straight in approach, we would have been fine. Yep. Crazy crosswind from the left, negative 44. Had a nice crab in there too. I'll probably go back and clip that. If you go on YouTube, you can go back. That's one thing about Twitch I don't like. You can't go back in the stream while it's live. But on YouTube, you absolutely can. So if you go to YouTube and then go back, you can go and see the landing without waiting for a clip. Slow it down a little bit. 9 knots approaching the gate is kind of crazy. Person is standing behind the pole. How is that supposed to help me in the real life? Alright, how about this? We have lines here. One says 319. We're just going to park on that because that marshaller is cooked. That means I have to go into GSX and move him forward. Win in Charlotte? You remember that? That's funny. We'll just park on the 319 line and call it a day because I can't see that man back there. Alright, so brakes are set, lights off, masters off, beacon off, seatbelt off,
The boarding requested.
off. Let's get the jetway connected and request deboarding. Board. Cool beans. I was about to say, where do people go? Is the aft compartment not opening up? Oh, it is. It's just taking forever. Okay, I was wondering.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Oh, the gates in the cockpit. Nice. Alright. Well, cool beans. Let me give a shout out to Sayin while I always be forgetting to give people shout outs. But I'll give you one. I'm glad I remembered. Sayin 10133. Be Pro, yeah, you should be giving the shout outs. I never remembered. I never. It'd be like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, I should have gave so and so a shout out. Oh, it's hella late. Thank you. Alright, one thing I need to do here is file my pirates and we can go give pilot stream a visit. Alright. Well, guys, thank you for stopping in and joining me on my lovely flight today from Bucharest to Paris. We're gonna go check out pilot, or the MSS pilot here. He should be on final or something like that now. Yes, sir. How do you do a raid again? Oh my gosh. It's a slash raid. Not how you... Oh, I had 2 spaces. Never mind. There we go. Alright, when you get in there, say hello. Tell them that I sent you. And as always, until then, I'll catch you guys on the next turn. Peace. Where is the fucking internet browser? I fucked that one up.